So, just briefly hopping on here just to talk about my experience at my doctor's appointment today. I won't go into detail, I'll just kind of scratch the surface a little bit because I, in no way, want anybody that is watching this video to, you know, um, I just don't want to give off the wrong impression that I'm trying to say anything negative about anybody, you know, as far as how my doctor's visit went. Because at the end of the day, we're all human, and I understand that none of us are perfect. So, but I will say this, I will speak on what's more important because believe it or not, it's a lot of us younger women that are experiencing issues with our health, whether we realize it or not. And just like I mentioned in my last video, I honestly do believe that in most cases with serious illness, when it comes to serious health problems, I think in most cases serious health problems happen gradually instead of just instantly all at once, right? I really do believe it's only rare cases, you know, a small ratio of people that actually go through that, where they were just hit all at once out of nowhere, where their health just, you know, one day they was healthy and then the next day their health just went on a major decline. I think that that happens on a small scale. But in most cases, I really do believe that health problems for a lot of us happen over time. And I do believe that our body gives us, you know, little signals that, hey, something's not right. And I think that our body does it subtly. It starts off real subtle, you know, and it's so easy for us younger women to, you know, just kind of ignore the sign that our body is trying to give us that, hey, something, you know, may be off a little bit or something may not be right. It's easy for us younger women to brush it off as, oh, it's just a little headache. Oh, it's just a little pain in my leg, you know, they're shooting up my leg, you know, but it went away, it's cool. Oh, you know, whatever it is that we're feeling within that moment, right? And it's like, no, pay attention. It's so important for us younger women to pay attention to our bodies, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not to it's not to speak negative about doctors' credibility, you know, because at the end of the day, you actually do have, you know, I do believe we do have people out here that genuinely go to med school and study the human body to help other people, you know, improve their health and the quality of their lives, you know. But at the same time, it's so important for us younger women to keep in mind that doctors are human. They are human. So yes, doctors went to school to study medicine and the human body and whatever courses they had to take in order to be able to execute their role as doctors. But that still does not mean that they are experts on how the human body works. Why? Because everybody's body does not respond to the environment, to the food that we eat, and to anything else that goes inside our body and that happens outside our body the same way. So the human body is very complex. With that being said, I could kind of understand why it's much, I guess you could say, it would seem reasonable to a certain extent for doctors to go based off of the majority of statistics when it comes down to illness. But at the same time, again, everybody's body is not the same. Everybody's body does not respond to the environment outside of us and inside of us the exact same way, because everybody's body is complex and uniquely made different from each other, in some ways. So that's the reason why I say listen to your body. Listen to your body. As a younger woman, two younger women that look like me, listen to your body. Your body can tell you more than what statistics can tell you. I'm sorry. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, Marcel. But that was my baby boy. He just wants to feel safe. But with that being said, listen to your body. I definitely have been telling myself this as well, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that can only tell the doctors what it is that we're experiencing with our bodies. We know our bodies more than anybody else does, because we are the ones that live with what goes on in our bodies day in and day out. So we know when something is off, especially when our body has been a certain way consistently, for a long period of time, and then we just notice that it's something off that happened. And then especially when something new happens and it happens consistently, and we're paying attention, and we're like, okay, something's not right, because the same way that I felt a slight change from day one, now it turned into month 1, now it turned into month 2, now it turned into month 3, and I'm still feeling the same way that I felt from day 1. So when the change first happened, so something's not right. And so I just say this to say that, let's as tedious as it may be, I will say this in the most respectful way I possibly can. As tedious as this may be, as young women, sometimes we may even have to go through many different channels to figure out exactly what is going on with our bodies. Because it's so easy to go based off of numbers, right? But what is it that our bodies are telling us that the numbers aren't? Because to be honest with you, it's not realistic. It's not 100% realistic to just go based off of numbers, because again, the human body is complex. So I am in no way saying don't pay attention to numbers. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that we shouldn't only just pay attention to numbers. We should also pay attention to whatever it is that our body is trying to tell us, because believe it or not, our bodies communicate to us as well, just as much as a blood pressure monitor does, just as much as a glucose monitor does, just as much as labs do. Our bodies communicate with us. With that being said, a doctor can easily tell you, oh, well, your blood pressure is fine, your A1C is fine, you have no fever, yet you burning up, but you have no fever. So just because the thermometer is saying you have no fever, it does not mean you're not hot. Does that make sense? Because you can be extremely hot without having a fever. Having a fever is not the only time where your body is hot. And I can attest to this because I'm a walking testimony, so I could talk about it. So I just say this to say, I mean no harm when it comes to doctors, okay? At all. Because I understand that doctors, they do the best that they can with what they know, with what they've learned through medical school. But at the same time, again, the human body is complex and everybody's body is not the same. That's the reason why I am saying that it's more realistic for younger women to listen to your body. You're the only person that understands your body better than anybody does. So if you notice something that's off about your body, write it down. That's exactly what I've been doing. Write